welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped and so ready for this, you guys. This has been in the making for a couple months now, at least a month and a half. And that is a gigantic YouTube slash Instagram slash blog collaboration with all the ladies of the nail polish community. And the subject is our favorite fall polishes. Are you excited? Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm so pumped. There are so many amazing, talented, funny, creative, exciting ladies that just love nail polish that are involved in this collaboration. And I will link all of them down below. There's a huge long list of them. Find them all, watch them all, give them loves, give them hugs, give them all the good vibes because it's fall. And how can you be mad in the fall? It's just so happy. It's a happy time. It's a very happy time. I have many things to share and I have lots of things to say about them because we're talking about colors and fall and pretty things. So get a snack, get comfy, maybe watch it in pieces. I don't know, but let's just jump in. So I have I think 13 or 15 polishes. I don't even know, I didn't even count, of colors that I have worn in the past. These are all like tried and true. These are all of my favorite fall polishes that it just doesn't feel like fall until I wear these colors. Like I just love them that much. So the only problem with that is that some of these polishes are no longer available because they're from brands that no longer exist, or they're from limited edition collections, or they're from indie makers. So what I have done and what we're going to attempt to try to do is I'm going to show you the polish that I actually love, like my first, this is why I love this polish. And then I have gone through my collection and I've tried to find dupes of these colors, whether it's like an exact dupe or it's pretty close to what I'm talking about or kind of the vibe that I'm going for that can be found today, whether it's from a new collection, indie brand, what have you. So I'm not doing live swatches today, guys, because I am very, very pregnant. I'm officially 37 weeks today pregnant, and mama just don't have time for that anymore. Sitting down is becoming a problem for me. It just puts a lot of pressure on things, and things start happening if I sit down too long. So there will be no swatches, but we will do bottle shots, and I have some swatch sticks, and I have all these dupes laid out ready for you guys. So let's get this ball rolling because we're gonna be here for probably at least 20 minutes, right? At least 20 minutes. We're gonna start right away with what I'm wearing on my nails right now, which is an oxblood red. I have to wear an oxblood red as soon as the leaves start changing, as soon as it gets below 60 degrees outside. Bam! Oxblood red. On my nails right now, I have Colores de Carol's Slappy's Tie. If you don't have Slappy's Tie, first off, you need to change that. Second, it's amazing. It is so beautiful. It is basically just a deep oxblood red linear holographic polish. That's all it is, but it'll change your life because it is so opaque and so smooth and so gorgeous, and I am not wearing a top coat. This is how glossy it is all on its own. It's so shiny and smooth. Carolina outdid herself with Slappy's Tie. And it's still currently available on the website. So if you do not have Slappy's Tie, I highly recommend you check it out. And lucky for you, I have a discount code with Colores de Carol, which I'll put down below. It gives you 10% off. I don't get anything from it at all. It's just a 10% off code to say thank you from Carolina for ordering from her website. So again, I highly recommend. You might have to scroll down a little bit to find it in her website because it came out last year. So it's toward the bottom of her catalog, but she is still selling it. And if you don't have it, and if you love oxblood reds, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. End of story. Now, before Slappy's Tie, which I can't even believe there was a time before Slappy's Tie, it was Icing in Color from OPI. Just a cream. There's no glitter in it. There's no hollow, nothing. It's just a classic oxblood red. Now, there is a spectrum. If you love oxblood reds, you understand. There is a spectrum of oxblood red. You have your kind of lighter brick red kind of oxblood red to the deep black oxblood red, coagulated blood oxblood red. And that's where I like to sit. I like to sit on the black spectrum of oxblood red, and this one is nestled perfectly right there because it is so dark. It looks black on your nails, but then you go outside in the sunlight and you're like, oh no, that is a little bit of red, doesn't it? Has a little hint of red, a little kiss of red. I'm obsessed. I have found some dupes in my collection, which I will show you right now. of these deep, dark, blackened oxblood reds that just make my heart sing. They make my heart sing. They make me happy for fall. And like I said, it's not fall until I wear these. Whether it's on your hands or your toes, oxblood red for me is a must-have. Next is a polish that's definitely going to be hard to find. This is Colores de Carol's Ina, and the reason I've included this is because I love Crellies. That's another thing we need to learn. If you're new to my channel, hi, how you doing? I'm Juanita. I love Crellies. And this Crelly from Carolina is from several years back, and you can tell because it's in her old bottle. It is a kind of a white creamy base with tons of matte glitters in fall festive colors, and it's just gorgeous. Now I included this because this was my first like fall centric Crelly glitter, but since then I have acquired many. So on the screen you will see a lot of my favorite brands. Again, some of these polishes might currently be available on these websites, some of them might not be, but if you check out indie vendors and if you check out indie makers, you are bound to find at least one or two fall, autumn inspired Crellies, and I love them. I love the way they look so smooth on the nail. You put a nice matte glossy topper and they look like frosted animal cookies. I love Crellies. Love them in the fall. So much fun. They're perfect. Absolutely perfect. Next, we have a polish from Square Hue. R.I.P. Square Hue. I miss you dearly. I really do. Square Hue was a subscription nail polish service. They are no longer in business anymore, unfortunately. However, I still have my entire Square Hue collection, and I pull from it quite frequently, especially in the fall because of this beautiful little master right here. This is the Sorcerer's Hat from the 2015 collection. It is a sapphire blue. Simple enough, but it's got this shimmer going in here that just feels like so luxurious and so like sexy. I love it. I love this sapphire blue so much. And I am a September baby, so I definitely whip out the sapphires come September because that's how I like to celebrate my birthday. And this polish is my utmost favorite. If there was a fire in my house and I could only pull one sapphire polish, I would pull this one. It is so gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. My personal favorite way of wearing this is with a matte topper because it makes it look like velvet. And I cannot get enough of it. I cannot get enough. Now the dupes that I have found for this are very close in color. However, I feel like this one's just a little bit more vibrant. I'm not sure what kind of blue they used as the pigment for this shade, but I have yet to find an exact dupe for this color. It's a sad story, but I think I'll be okay because there are still some beautiful shimmery sapphires out there, especially amongst like OPI and Zoya. There are some pretty good shimmery sapphires out there, but they're not quite Sorcerer's Hat. Next, we have a limited edition polish from Wet n Wild Mega Last. Can we just pause the show for a sec? Just 1 sec. Why did they stop making polishes for Mega Last? Like, why? It breaks my heart. Like, every time there's a new like makeup release from Wet n Wild, I always get so excited because I think, oh, they're gonna do some nail polish like they used to do in the past, but they don't make nail polish anymore. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. I have no idea, but it breaks my heart that they're no longer these limited edition Wet n Wild Mega Last because I love Wet n Wild Mega Last. Like, the price is pretty good, and I love that wide paddle brush. The formulas were always really good. Like, Wet n Wild. Come on, bring them back. I miss them. This is I Must Have It from a fall collection like 2-3 years ago maybe. And it is a gorgeous, shimmery, like dark olive green polish. It's gorgeous. It looks so beautiful on the nail. Nice and shimmery and olivey and kind of glitzy, which I love. And the formula is fantastic. Now take in mind that the only dupe I found for this one is the current green polish in the China Glaze Halloween collection. I can't remember what it's called, but there is a green polish in that Halloween collection, and it is a dead-on dupe for I Must Have It. And the formula is so much better because it is opaque in like one coat. I love it. So if you missed out on I Must Have It, definitely pick up that green polish from China Glaze. I can't remember what it's called. You see it on the screen. You know what to do. If you love this, or if you missed out on it, or if this is intriguing to you, get it because it is fantastic. That formula, mwah, beautiful. Next, we have another Square Hue because I have a lot of Square Hue, guys. This is Passage de Gracia from their 2014 collection. And what we're dealing with here is another blackened color that is so darkened, it's almost black. And that color would be a deep eggplant purple. Once again, we have this gorgeous shimmer running through here, so it's really sophisticated and kind of sexy and vampy and dark and broody. Whew, I love it. I love this one. Once again, I love putting a matte topper on this one to make it look like velvet. It makes my little fall heart so happy and so excited for this season. This one is definitely more of like an October thing for me because it's very vampy and very like broody. However, I do like rocking this one on my toes because it looks so good on the toes in the fall. I love it. Absolutely love it. The dupes that I found for this one are pretty close in color. Some of them might have a little variation in that purple, but it's still like a deep, dark purple with a shimmer running through it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Next, we have another square hue, and I think no, there's one more. I have a lot of square hues, sorry guys. But luckily enough, they are really easy to find duplicates of, or like colors that are pretty close to in like readily available polishes. This one is Slot Canyon from the 2016 collection, and when I first opened up this box, and you can actually go back and watch me opening up this box for the first time, I was not a fan of this. I did not like it. I didn't think it was cute. I was really mad because it was like this kind of poopy brown. But then I put it on my nails, and oh my goodness, I have never had such a dramatic about face about a polish ever in my life because I am obsessed with this now. This is one of my favorite colors. It's kind of this caramely brown, sandstone-y tan color that just looks really good on my nails. I love the way this looks. And once again, it's not fall for me until I wear this. I feel like this color in particular can really branch most of the fall months. From September to like November, you can definitely keep rocking this one. I have found several dupes for it that are very close. They're not spot on, but they're pretty close. And they're found mostly among the OPI line. And so for me, it's kind of disappointing because the formulas aren't as great as the square hue, but you still get that color. So it's worth it. Next we have an indie polish from Colores de Carol. This is Morticia. Oh, Morticia. This is from a Halloween collection 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe 2 years ago. It is a deep navy jelly base, kind of sapphire-esque, and it's got just tons of holographic glitter in it. And it's so simple, and it seems so like ordinary, but it just looks so good on the nails. It looks so good on the nails, and it's so different because of the base color. It's like this sapphire navy blackened jelly that's just so gorgeous. I have found some dupes of this amongst like Zoya and other more easily found polishes, but the color just isn't quite there. However, you still get the same kind of feel from these other polishes. It's just, Morticia is just so unique. It's just such a unique blending of navy and sapphire and black. I love it. It looks like the night sky. Love it, love it, love it, love it. We have our final square hue. I promise, this is the last square hue. This is Vogue from 2015. And again, we're dealing with this kind of dark, broody, kind of wine red with a beautiful shimmer running through it. I love this. This is completely different than like the Oxblood Red because it's a little bit brighter. It's still dark, but we've got like kind of a brownish gold thing happening inside this polish, and it makes me happy. It makes me happy. There's no other way to describe it. I have found several dupes of this, especially among China Glaze, but basically what we're dealing with is a nice deep dark brick red, kind of ox-bloody type red with a beautiful shimmer. Once again, love putting a matte topper on this because it makes it look like velvet, especially this one in particular. I mean, it feels like one of those like velour tracksuits. You remember how those used to be a thing like back in the 90s? I feel like this is what this is kind of vibing into, is that kind of velour tracksuit kind of feel, but in like a deep blood red. I don't know what it is, but I love it. It makes me happy. It looks so good, especially on like short nails. I love dark colors on short nails, and this one looks so good on short nails. Love it. Next, we have a newly acquired favorite color. This is an olive green from China Glaze. This is West Side Warrior. I want to say I found this at like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's or something like that. And it's an olive green. I'm not a huge fan of greens. They have not been my favorites. I don't generally reach for them at any point or at any time really. Sometimes around Christmas I'll grab for a green, but most of the time I'm not really into it. However, last year I was obsessed. I was obsessed with olive greens. For some reason, there was just something about a nice rich olive green that just really got my fall juices flowing, and it was because of West Side Warrior. Now the formula on this one is really not the greatest. It actually has to go anywhere from 2 to 3 coats to get this opaque. However, the dupes that I have found for it have much better formulas. There is a current olive green in the China Glaze Fall collection right now, and it's very, very close, except it's just a tad bit lighter. I feel like this is a more saturated olive green, but an olive green is an olive green. One of my favorite ways of wearing this last year was stamping a houndstooth print on top of it in black, and then I mattified the whole thing. It's probably one of my favorite manicures I wore all fall last year. It's just a great color. Loved this. This is definitely a new color for me, but I'm still obsessed with it and I really want to wear it again this fall, so I've included it in the video. Next, we have another color obsession that happened last year and is still like, it's still with me, guys. It is still with me. This is Playing Coy from Essie. Now, this is a color from 2 falls ago. I think maybe 2 falls, I can't remember. And it is like this curry reddish orange color. This once again is another color that I was not really pumped about when it came out. However, over time, maybe my tastes have changed. I've matured as a nail polish wearer because I am obsessed with this. Like, I want to wear it right now. Like, honestly, I want to take this off and put this on immediately because it just, there's something about it. It's so warm and spicy and I love it. I absolutely adore it. And so last year I went bonkers and I bought, I swear, probably every single kind of spicy, curry, orangey red color there could ever be in existence on the internet. I have tons from OPI, I have some from Orly, I have some from some indie sellers. Like, I love this color. It's so beautiful. I feel like this is a great color that can move you through September, October, and November. You could do some really fun Thanksgiving Day kind of things with this. Like, I love it. I just love it so much. It's a beautiful color. Beautiful color. Next, we have a navy. I love wearing dark black navies. Like, once again, really like my darkened colors, so dark they're almost black. This one is perfect, a perfect example. This is After School Boy Blazer from Essie. This was probably the darkest navy I have in my collection. And then Essie released their new fall set, and there is once again another deep dark black navy polish in that collection, and that is actually better than this one. Can't remember what it's called, but you see it on your screen right now. That navy is way better than this one. This one is almost kind of like a jelly and you have to build it up in a couple of coats, whereas the current blackened navy that is available in the Essie Fall is opaque in one, and it's got a wide paddle brush. So for me, it's all about the new blackened navy, and this one's still good, but now it's like, no, I think that one's now my new favorite. But I wanted to talk about this one because this was my first blackened navy. I adore this color. However, I'm gonna switch to the other one because the wide paddle brush and the formula. It's all about the wide paddle brush though, like seriously. Love me a good wide paddle brush. Next, we have how I would wear black polishes. Now, I am not a huge fan of like just straight up black creams. It's just not enough for me. I like sparkle, I like pizzazz, I like high glitz, high glam, and black just doesn't do it. However, I do appreciate nice dark vampy colors in the fall. And so the way I like to wear black is with colors like Zoya's Storm. This is a black holographic polish that has scattered hollow running through it, so you see little pops of the rainbow through a nice black inky jelly base. I love wearing them. I love seeing the sparkle and the shine, but then still getting that deep, dark, broody black. Makes me happy. So incredibly happy. I will say that I do love the current China Glaze Halloween collection where it's all different types of black polishes. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's such a beautiful set of like just interesting interpretations of black with fun elements added to it. Like, that is my ultimate black polish collection. Love the sparkles, love the pizzazz, love the rainbows of this, and highly recommend if you're not a fan of just straight up black, try a black hollow. You might come around to it. And then finally, we have another newly acquired favorite color. This is from last year as well. Last year I was really in this kick of olive greens and curry orange and mustard yellows. I love mustard yellows, and I never thought I would because yellow just never seems to go well with my skin. I have very strong yellow undertones to my skin, and yellow just always looked a little bit weird, a little bit funky. However, I love a good mustard yellow. Like, mustard yellow last year just totally made me realize that yellow is an awesome color, and I was judging yellow a little bit too harshly because mustard yellow is so gorgeous. This is Oh Dear from Color Club, and I hunted this one down on the internet because I'm very particular about my mustard yellows. I feel like just like with Oxblood Red, there is a spectrum to mustard yellow. You can have your hot dog mustard, which is like super bright, almost sunshiny yellow with a little bit of brown mixed in there, and then you can slide that scale down to a brown mustard, like a Dijon mustard, if you will. And that's what I like. I like my spicy brown mustard yellows. I am not a huge fan of the hot dog yellows. I want spicy brown. I feel like it works a little bit better with my skin tone. Now the mustards that you see on the screen right now, some of them are kind of like it, and some of them aren't. Some of them are more orangey and more kind of yam-like. And then the ones that I could find that were closest to this kind of spicy brown are the ones you see on the screen. Some of them might not be easy to find at all, but just to give you an idea of kind of the spectrum of mustard brown, this is where I'm kind of living right now, is in this area. I will say that the current mustard yellow available in the China Glaze Fall collection right now, I think it's called Mustard the Courage. That is a great mustard. Like that is a nice kind of a little bit spicy brown, but not quite. It's not as brown as this one, but it's still a really good mustard yellow. So I love mustard yellows, and I feel like mustard yellow is definitely a very trendy color right now. At least when I'm out shopping, I see mustard yellow everywhere in clothing. So I feel like this is kind of a hot color right now, and I love it because it's so gorgeous. And once again, it doesn't feel like fall until I wear it. And so it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. It's a tie now because I really wanted to put this on my nails, and now I'm thinking, ooh, I kind of want this mustard yellow now. Like, I can't decide. What is a girl to do? I just can't decide what I want next. And that is it. Those are all of my fall polishes. Those are all my favorites. These are all tried and trues. These are all polishes that I have worn and reworn for many years. Obviously, I have many polishes back here. And there will probably be new fall favorites from the polishes that I tried this fall, but for the most part, these are polishes that I always have to wear at least once during the season, whether it's through nail art or as full manicures or as pedicures. These colors will find themselves eventually on these little phalanges, and it just makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. So now, what are your favorites? I want to know, what are some of the polishes that you absolutely have to wear in the fall? It doesn't feel like fall until you wear them. I want to know. As usual, I'm dying to know what you guys think, so tell me all of your fall favorites down below. Let me know which ones that have to be on your nails, otherwise it doesn't feel like fall, because I totally understand. I totally understand. And don't forget about the description box. There are tons of amazing nail polish loving ladies in the description box that have done this collaboration of their fall favorites. Make sure and check them out. I will try to pull together a playlist of all of the YouTube gals and all of their videos. That way they're all kind of in one place, but I'm sure as the day goes on, more of these videos are going to be popping up, so that playlist will hopefully be updated by the end of today, but we will see. I'm exhausted. I'm very tired. I need to go eat some food. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for sitting with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my fall favorites. I hope maybe some of them were some of your favorites too, because they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. But that is my video for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!